Charity shop. A charity shop, UK, thrift shop or thrift store, USA, or opportunity shop, others, is a retail establishment run by a charitable organization to raise money. Charity shops are a type of social enterprise. They sell mainly used goods such as clothing, books, music albums, DVDs, toys and furniture donated by members of the public, and are often staffed by volunteers. Because the items for sale were obtained for free, and business costs are low, the items can be sold at competitive prices. After costs are paid, all remaining income from the sales is used in accord with the organization's stated charitable purpose. Costs include purchase and or depreciation of fixtures, clothing racks, bookshelves, counters, etc., operating costs, maintenance, municipal service fees, electricity, heat, telephone, limited advertising, and the building lease or mortgage. Some charity shops also offer for sale a limited amount of edibles such as soda drinks, water, ice cream, snacks and candy. When available, these items are usually near the store's cashiers. Terminology. Charity shops may also be referred to as thrift stores, in the United States and Canada, hospice shops, resale shops, a term that in the United States also covers consignment shops, and opportunity, or op, shops, in Australia and New Zealand. History. One of the earliest known charity shops in the United Kingdom was set up by the Wolverhampton Society for the Blind, now called the Beacon Centre for the Blind, in 1899 to sell goods made by blind people to raise money for the society. During World War I, various fundraising activities occurred, such as a charity bazaar in Shepherd Market, London, which made £50,000 for the Red Cross. However, it was during the Second World War that the charity shop became widespread. Edinburgh University Settlement opened their thrift shop for everyone in Edinburgh in 1937. The Red Cross opened up its first charity shop at 17 Old Bond Street, London in 1941. For the duration of the war, over 200 permanent Red Cross gift shops and about 150 temporary Red Cross shops were opened. A condition of the shop license issued by the Board of Trade was that all goods offered for sale were gifts. Purchase for resale was forbidden. The entire proceeds from sales had to be passed to the Duke of Gloucester's Red Cross or the St. John Fund. Most premises were lent free of rent and in some cases owners also met the costs of heating and lighting. The first Oxfam charity shop in the United Kingdom was established by Cecil Jackson Cole in Broad Street, Oxford, and began trading in December 1947. Popularity. In the United States, shopping at a charity store has become popular enough to earn a name, thrifting. Environmentalists may prefer buying second-hand goods as this uses fewer natural resources and would usually do less damage to the environment than by buying new goods would, in part because the goods are usually collected locally. In addition, reusing second-hand items is a form of recycling, and thus reduces the amount of waste going to landfill sites. People who oppose sweatshops often purchase second-hand clothing as an alternative to supporting clothing companies with dubious ethical practices. People who desire authentic vintage clothing typically shop at thrift stores since most clothing that is donated is old and out of normal fashion, or is from a recently deceased person who had not updated his clothing for a long time. Many YouTube channels make thrifting videos showcasing fashionable and unusual finds. Second-hand goods are considered to be quite safe. The South Australian Public Health Directorate says that the health risk of buying used clothing is very low. It explains that washing purchased items in hot water is just one of several ways to eliminate the risk of contracting infectious diseases. Another reason for charity shop popularity is the chance to occasionally find rare or collectible items at these stores. Sale of new goods. Some charity shops, such as the British Heart Foundation, also sell a range of new goods which may be branded to the charity, or have some connection with the cause the charity supports. Oxfam stores, for example, sell fair trade food and crafts. Charity shops may receive overstock or obsolete goods from local for-profit businesses, The for-profit businesses benefit by taking a tax write-off and clearing unwanted goods from their store instead of throwing the goods out, which is costly. Charity shops by region. Australia. In Australia, major national opportunity shop chains include the St Vincent de Paul Thrift Store, trading as Vinnie's, which operates 627 shops across Australia, Anglicare shops, that currently operate in 19 locations across Sydney and the Illawarra, also various locations around Australia, the Salvation Army, trading as Salvos, the Red Cross Mississippi Australia, and the Brotherhood of St. Lawrence. Many local charitable organizations, both religious and secular, run opportunity shops. Common among these are missions and animal shelters. United Kingdom. Oxfam has the largest number of charity shops in the UK with over 700 shops. Many Oxfam shops also sell books, and the organisation now operates over 70 specialist Oxfam bookshops, making them the largest retailer of second-hand books in the United Kingdom. Other Oxfam affiliates also have shops, such as Jersey, Germany, Ireland, 45 shops in Nice/ROI, the Netherlands and Hong Kong. Other charities with a strong presence on high streets in the UK include the Children's Society, YMCA, British Heart Foundation, Barnardo's, Cancer Research UK, Shelter, Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation, Age UK, formerly Age Concern and Help the Aged, Marie Curie Cancer Care, Norwood, Save the Children, Scope PDSA, Naomi House Children's Hospice and Sue Ryder Care. Many local hospices also operate charity shops to raise funds. There are over 9,000 charity shops in the UK and Republic of Ireland. Their locations can be found on the Charity Retail Association, CRA, website, along with information on charity retail, what shops can and can't accept, etc. The CRA is a member organisation for charities which run shops. British charity shops are mainly staffed by unpaid volunteers, with a paid shop manager. Goods for sale are predominantly from donations -87% according to the official estimate. Donations should be taken directly to a charity shop during opening hours, as goods left on the street may be stolen or damaged by passers-by or inclement weather. In expensive areas, donations include a proportion of good quality designer clothing, and charity shops in these areas are sought out for cut-price fashions. Standard charity shops sell a mix of clothing, books, toys, videos, DVDs, music, like CDs, cassette tapes and vinyl, and bric-a-brac, like cutlery and ornaments. Some shops specialize in certain areas, like vintage clothing, furniture, electrical items, or records. Almost all charity shops sell on their unsold textiles, i.e. unfashionable, stained or damaged fabric, to textile processors. Each charity shop saves an average of 40 tons of textiles every year, by selling them in the shop, or passing them on to these textile merchants for recycling or reuse. This grosses to around 363,000 tons across all charity shops in the UK, based on 2010 landfill tax value at £48 per tonne. The value of textiles reused or passed for recycling by charity shops in terms of savings in landfill tax is £17,424,000 p.a. Gift aid is a UK tax incentive for individual donors where, subject to a signed declaration being held by the charity, income tax paid on donations can be reclaimed by the charity. Although initially intended only for cash donations, the scheme now, since 2006, allows tax on the income earned by charity shops acting as agent for the donor to be reclaimed. Charity shops in the UK get mandatory 80% relief on business rates on their premises, which is funded by central government, not by local ratepayers, and is one illustration of their support for the charity sector and the role of charity shops in raising funds for charities. Charities can apply for discretionary relief on the remaining 20%, which is an occasional source of criticism from retailers which have to pay in full. Largest charity retailers. The Charity Shops Survey 2017 revealed the 10 largest charity retailers in the UK based on annual income and number of stores. United States. In the United States, Major national charity thrift shop operators include Goodwill Industries, Value Village/Savers, Salvation Army, Street. Vincent de Paul Thrift Store, and Restore, operated by Habitat for Humanity. Regional operators include Deseret Industries in the western United States, and those run by Bethesda Lutheran Communities in the upper Midwest. Many local charitable organizations, both religious and secular, operate thrift stores. Common among these are missions, children's homes, homeless shelters, and animal shelters. In addition, some charity shops are operated by churches as fundraising venues that support activities and missionary work.